page was not locked down. Pictures of the child. Now, somebody has come in and said that this particular mod has had pictures of her child taken off her social media before and used inappropriately. I can't vouch for that. I don't know whether it's true. But if that's true, and I don't know either way, shame on you is number one. If it's not true, lock it down. You don't understand the sort of people that do you know what this is? Do you know, for my haters, this is why awareness watch the wrong uns. This is why we do it. Do you understand? I don't get up in the morning and watch. I have a life. But when we've got a whole group of us trying to monitor their lives whenever they come on, this is why. To correct misinformation and to safeguard. Do you understand? Thank you, Mina. It's why we do it. It's why we do it. And we're the wrong ones. Honestly. I have no idea about that. I know. And the reason I get cross is because as a mother, I think back to my kids and I just think, thank you, Amber. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Can you do it in TikTok-friendly language, Miss Dilligaff? Because if you can, then yes. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for stuff. I just, honestly... Oh, no. Is it Gia? Oh. Hiya, darling.
Hello, my love. Hello, everyone. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I obviously have a vested interest because I'm a teaching assistant, and we try our best between the hours of usually 8:30 to 3 o'clock. We are what they call de facto parent. So in the absence of the parent, we are the parent, and we do our best to keep them safe. We safeguard them in school, on school trips. We give information to keep them safe online, in school and outside of school. But obviously we need the parents to work with us. Unfortunately, there are parents that are naive, look the other way. So I feel your anger because from a professional place, that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
However, I need to let you know about the cheese pizza. If you ever see in a live, or if you ever see under a video where there's children, if you see cheese pizza emoji, unfortunately, that is well known as a symbol for people of a certain ilk, if you want to put it that way.
Persuasion, yeah.
It's kind of a hello, this is a meeting spot. If you think about it, cheese pizza, CP, isled ornography.
Got you.
So if you see a cheese pizza emoji, this is why I thought it's important. If you don't know about it, I can let you know, I can let the community know all in one go. If you see a cheese pizza emoji under a video or a live where there are children visible, this is where they are locked in and they're like, oh, they're honing in. So please be aware if you see that. Hello, Amy. Hello, everyone.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No, I
But I
didn't
just thought it's
know.
really important. If you didn't know
Yeah,
about that, that was something that as a teaching assistant, we are obviously very aware of.
yeah,
I know Carla Jane has also picked up on this. Carla
right.
Jane made a very good video about this a few months ago now, actually, so it's probably quite far down on her page.
Yeah,
But definitely see if you can find it and
yeah.
reshare
I'll
it.
post it as well. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That
I'm
is,
going to jump down now, but please
thank you
breathe
so
because I.
much for that.
No, you're welcome. It's lovely to talk to you, but please, please, please breathe because there's a lot more paperwork people have to fill out if you stop. And we don't like paperwork. Okay?
I'm breathing. I'm breathing. Thank you,
Okay.
darling.
You're welcome. See you later.
That was an education. I didn't know anything about that. So, yeah, that is a point. What do we do if we do see it? Do we report the page? Do we screenshot the page? There's a is Mickey in here? Screenshot and report. Yeah. Is Mickey in here? Report on the COP website. Okay. Yeah, I want to, but I don't think she's in. I might get her to do a post, Amber, and then I'll tag as many people in as possible. Just to know what to do. So this evening we have, would you, Amber? And then she can come up and just say it whilst we're here. Thank you, doll. The person who was in Oriona's live called their child. Their child has a very unusual name, and the mod has an unusual name. And thank you, Mama, I was able to find their Facebook page really quickly, and she's proud of her child, which is understandable, and she's put 8, and it's all up on her Facebook page, but her Facebook page isn't locked down. It's not locked down. Hiya, Foxy. It's got public. Oh, God's sake. Do you know what? I have absolutely no problem with people being on social media, clout chasing and doing all that. Oh, no worries, love. Doing all of that. I've got no issue with that at all. My problem is if you are going to... Right. I do awareness. I safeguard. If I can find your Facebook page, anyone can. That's my issue. And there are so many PDFs on this app and on social media. And your child is the cutest child. She's a credit to you. She really is. But she shouldn't be able to be seen that easily on social media. Forgive me for getting cross. But it just... if you knew how many children are affected by PDFs on a daily basis, if you knew how these people operate and how easily and how quickly they can find children, and all children are someone's child, do you understand? And you can't have the attitude of, it won't happen to my kid, because there's no rules that says it won't. And I hope it doesn't happen to your kid. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Right, well, I'll find a list, and I will, yeah, we'll do an emoji thing. Yeah. We have an expert in our team, so I'm going to get her to help me. Oh, Julie. Oh, is there noodles? Can you send me the link, love, and I will put it up. I'll pin it when I get off here. So if you have a child, right, and they're not on social media, but you have pictures or information about your child on your social media, please, please, please lock it down. I get if you want to be on social media and you want to build your platform. If that is the case, remove all identifying information, like the city you live in, right? Don't have anything that can identify where you are, like taking a picture at your local bus stop or in your front garden. You don't understand what the technology can do. They can read. All they've got to do is see a front door in an unusual colour. Type it in to use software and bang, they've got your street and your house number. Right? Don't identify where you are. Don't identify where you work. Okay? If you're trying to build a platform and you want to be out and about and doing things, do it away from the house. And never, ever put your identifiable child on social media. Please. It's really, really simple. Build your platform, build your brand, do whatever you need to do, but keep your child out of it. Unless you are managed, right? This is me, right? So I'm thinking now. There's a dad and a daughter on TikTok, really blown up. They lip sync to songs, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're always in a car, normally in a car, or they're in a kitchen. There's no windows. There's no outside. You don't see outside, right? Or you'll see them at an event, but there's no way you can identify where they are. There's never been a school uniform photo, and I suspect if you looked, you'd probably find a private social media page, which is where they put all that other stuff. It's a really good example of how to do it. But if you're sitting, and the thing that frustrates me the most is the person you're sitting with. The person you're sitting with. Honestly, please reach out to one of the awareness. At this point, please don't reach out to me. I'm likely to rip your head off verbally, because I'm cross and I don't want to do that to you, and I don't want to make you feel bad, because that's the last thing I want to do. But please reach out to one of the mods, any other awareness creator. If you're not sure who they are, ask one of my mods, and they will steer you to the right person, right? And ask them why there is so much awareness on Oriana. Okay? And hopefully that will give you an understand. This is not about you, Oriana, right? This is not about you. This is about safeguarding an 8-year-old whose mother has a profile on Facebook which isn't private. Tell me which bit of that I'm getting wrong. Because if you are all about safeguarding and you are not what you people say you are, you will be advising your mod the very same thing. Lock your social media down. You know your footprint is not good on here. Okay, you know that anyone that associates with you and talks to you and all the rest of it is going to get a lot of hate, correct? You can help that by advising those people who support you to lock down their social media platforms. It's really simple. This isn't about you. It's not about me. It's about protecting those people that support you. This is safeguarding 101. So if you're using me being on a live now as an opportunity to have a go at me, that tells me all I need to know about your priorities. That's all I need to know. It's all I need to know, because I didn't come on this live having a pop at you. I haven't come on this live to slate you in any way. Not in any way, right? I've come live to say to your mod, your social media is open to the public. I don't want her to come up. I want her to lock her social media down. Just lock it down. If you want to have a social media presence, either start again with a different page, or if you've already built up the one that you've got, please take the photos of your kids off, your child. You're absolutely beautiful. Credit to you, child. Take her photo off, right? I'm trying to explain how easy it is for people to remove the image of a child, AI it, and sell it on. Not you, Oriana. PDFs. Oh my God. How is it wrong to safeguard an 8-year-old? I'm creepy. I'm not going to lose my temper because it's not worth it, right? How do I say this in a simple way? The reason I went looking for her social media, okay, is to make sure it was locked down. And I was actually very surprised it wasn't. So as soon as I saw her page was open to the public, all I did was leave the page. That's it. I didn't scroll, didn't do anything. This is not my business, right? And I've come live to say, not just to your mod, but to every parent, every brother, every uncle, every grandparent, if your child is on social media, either remove them or lock it down, right? Not everything I discuss is about you. My life does not revolve around you. I know you think it does, but it doesn't. So what I'm trying to do now is use this as an example to demonstrate what can happen if your child's images are public. And I'm trying to demonstrate or give advice as to what you can do to protect your child online. And if you are using this as a reason to come back at me, then you don't care about child safety, which means that everything the awareness community says about you, having minors in your life, accepting money off minors is all correct. So take your attitude, piss off. I'm trying so hard not to be confrontational. I really am. So, for the people who have kids in their family, there's loads that you can do. There's Family Link. Google Family Link is a really good one. I think there's another one as well. This is where I need Mickey. But there's loads of apps that you can use to monitor your child's activity. And it's not just Insta, it's not just Facebook, there's Snapchat, there's a myriad of apps out there that children use. So for me, I have a stepdaughter. She has an Instagram account. She doesn't, thank you, Kay, darling. She doesn't have access to her settings, so she doesn't have a password and she can't access her email to change anything. Hang on a second. And it's private, so, and she can't change the settings. So, and whenever anybody requests to follow her, either me, a dad, or a mum can see that request and accept it or not, right? So, yeah, it's don't give them access to it. It's not worth it, because if they can change it so they lock you out, they will. They absolutely will. They're children. Thank you. They're children. So. And they do deserve a degree of privacy, but not from you, right? Not from you. We're teaching my stepdaughter not to put pictures of herself with her school uniform on, even on the settings on her socials, her Instagram, because it's not appropriate. Thank you, Lorraine. So yeah, if you don't know much about it, do you know what I mean? I'm 54. I've only learned this stuff in the last 12 months, and that's only because I've got younger parents as mods, and thank you, Rufus, and they know more than I do, so they've educated me. So, and I still don't know enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that emoji thing and I'm going to put it up so that you can see, because there's obviously some sort of code, isn't there? Oh, thank you, Foxy. I did not know about that. See? Didn't know about that either. So I'll put it up on my page. I'll pin it on my page, and anything else I can think of. Hi. Anything else I can think of. And if you think of anything, thank you, Noodles, darling. If you think of anything, please message me or tag me in a post somewhere, and I will do my very best to find out about it. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. Can you inbox me the link, Ronnie? I've just followed you back. Oh, I totally agree, Rich, but I'm just not going to get into it. Oh, that's really good. See, do you know what? Leave it 6 months and technology moves on, doesn't it? And it gets better and better. Yeah, Ali. Hi, Gillian. So if you've got a child in the family, please don't have them showing on social media. Would you, this is what I write, would you take a picture of your child, a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old, and hand that picture to random strangers on the street? Would you do that? Would you take it, print it off or whatever it is you do, and hand it out to people you don't know? Because when you put your child's photo up on social media, that is what you're doing. If it's not locked down, thank you, Catherine, love. If it's not locked down, that's exactly what you're doing. You're handing that photo to anyone and everyone. You can. It's got a lot better since mine were kids. Yeah. So you have to think, a lot of the time on social media, and this is one of the things that got me thinking the other day when I came on, is would I do this in public? Would I say these things in public? If the answer's no, don't do it on the internet, don't do it on social media. It is the best way I can say it. So if you wouldn't hand your child's photo to random strangers on the street, don't give them access to it on social media. Good evening, Cubs to love. Thank you, Hannah, for the treasure box. Right? Just don't do it. Hang on a sec. Thank you, Wicked Love. Thank you, Alexis. Sorry, hang on. And that's the way you have to think about it. So, and I understand that if we all want to show our kids off, don't we? We all want to, you've got that picture that they just look adorable. That moment that you've captured, you want to share it. But do you want to share it with literally every Tom, Dick and Harry? Knowing that they might not have the best intention. They might like your child a little too much. Do you understand?
Hello.
Hello.
We have an app that I wanted to show you if I can pull it up on my husband's phone.
Yep.
It's fantastic for monitoring your kids. Sorry, bear with me.
No, don't worry.
I'm not used to doing this. Hang on. There we go. You can see me now. Hello.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to pull it up on his phone because I can't do it on mine. Matt, where is it on your phone? It's one where you can monitor everything that comes in, and say, for example, they get a horrible message, it flags. I'm going to pull it up now. Accounts. Yeah, can you go onto the home screen for me? Yeah, you can monitor absolutely everything that comes in. If they get a horrible message, home screen, the name of it. You can block all social media. You can block all chat rooms. You can block even, like shopping. You can block it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to, oh, sorry, I'm trying to flip the camera, but I don't know how. In fact, no, I'll have to flip the camera. Flip, which is flip.
There, Erica, the camera there.
There we go. Can you see that there? Bottom one.
Yeah, what's it called?
Quistudio. I think it's pronounced Quistudio.
Right.
Now, it does cost. We paid for it for 2 years.
Yeah.
But you can literally lock down absolutely everything.
Worth every penny. I'm sorry. It's worth every... Who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Your child.
And what we did, when we set it up...
I'll do that, you can see that there is...
yeah. My husband's just done this. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry. So if you can see, look, it's got alerts, request. If you go to the lockdown...
I'm just showing that it shows you where
it shows where your kids are. Go to the system where you can lock everything down. It shows how long that they've been on different apps for, so you can block the apps.
What they've gone on to.
What they've been on. It's got all that on it.
Ooh.
Oh, and here we go. Here's the rules. So web filtering, games and apps, daily limits, routines, location, social media, calls, and it's got a panic button as well.
Wow, that's really good.
So you pretty good.
Yeah. And what we did with my son was, because of his phone, because his is like a newer phone, we said to him, right, we're going to send you a horrible message. We don't mean it, but this is to test that the filters are working.
Yeah.
And it pinged straight through to our phone going, you need to check this.
Love it already. Right, when you come down, I'm going to pin it for everybody.
Yeah.
Saying. Thank you so much for that.
No, that's fine. I just thought, obviously, it's worth for anybody that might want to use it.
Yeah.
If they've got the money, that do it, because honestly, it's been fantastic.
Probably saved you a nightmare several times over.
Exactly. Yeah. So, all right, I'll let you go, and if you can kick me. If not, I'll try it, because again, I don't get this stuff.
I can kick you, don't you panic. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Where was it? Thank you, Susan, for putting that up there. That's the one. That one right there. Oh. Yeah, I've not heard of that one, not gonna lie, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I think, do you know, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. My stepchild is 12. Thank you, Hannah Love, is 12, right? And it's... Am I actually serious? Oh, hello. Serious about what? You locking down your social media so your child's image is not out there 100%. No, she's not. No, she's not. If I can get to your Facebook page, right, which I didn't scroll through, by the way, and I'm speaking respectfully to you, anyone can. Absolutely anyone can. There is a massive problem which you have seen. Oriana had an AI made of her, and it was disgusting, and I called it out. I called it out straight away, right? I was absolutely appalled by what was done. If anyone can do that to Oriana, they can do that to your child, to anyone's child. And I don't understand why you wouldn't lock your page down. I understand if you're trying to build a social media presence, absolutely get that 100%. But take your child off your page. Set up a private page where you can show your child off to your close friends, family, right? But if you're questioning me about having your child on, you're not aware of anything. Okay, right. So, right. Right. We're awareness, okay? You will know that Oriana and I don't get on, but set that aside for a minute. People watch the lives, Oriana's lives. We watch them for two reasons. One is to monitor any minor activity, and two is to counter any misinformation. So, for example, misinformation like Oriana said the other day that if the pet is neglected and you take it to the vet will release the pet into the wild, right? Which is what they said, and we had to come live to say that's not the case, right? So the live was being monitored at the time, and when people heard you call out your child's name, because it's so distinctive, I can't remember what it is, but it's distinctive, we all went, ooh, because it's a distinctive name, as is yours. Beautiful, but distinctive. So then, as an awareness community, what we then do is we go and and try to see that if your profiles are locked down, because we don't want anything bad to happen. And we know what this app is like. This app is wild for proper PDF. It's scary. So when we realised that your profile was public, I've come live to say to you and every other parent out there, because believe you me, there's lots of us, and I include myself in that steep learning curve for me this awareness has been, and we were saying, please lock down your social media. And I did get cross there for a minute. I'm going to hold my hands up, and I do apologise. I know what can happen. I've seen it happen, right? So my concern for you going forward was that your people that you don't want have got access to pictures of your child. And what can happen, and hopefully never ever will, is that a picture of your child can be lifted from your social media, an AI made of your child, and that AI is then either distributed or sold to people who would, I don't even want to say. And I don't know about you, I'm sure it makes you feel sick, because it makes me feel sick. So my plea to you was to please lock down your social media so that you can't be seen, you can't be found as easily as I found you. And I'm 54, right? I'm not tech savvy. And then someone told me that you were trying to build your social media presence, which is brilliant. I think you'll do really well, not going to lie. But if that's what you're doing with your Facebook page or any other socials, I'm suggesting very respectfully that perhaps it would be a good idea for you to remove your child off your socials, or have another page where you can put pictures of your child. Things like it's honestly, these people are so clever. They do things I would never think of. I always sit with a blank wall behind me so you can't identify where I am. I never move around when I'm on a live, just in case somebody catches a glimpse of the brickwork on my home, because that's all it takes. That's all it takes. If you're stood in the back garden and there's a landmark or a building that's distinctive, they'll find you. If you're stood in your front garden with your back to, I don't know, the road, and there's a distinctive door, distinctive windows, they'll find you. It's that simple. Honestly, it's so quick. And once it's done, you can't undo it. You can't undo it. So, honestly, absolutely no hate here at all. Please set aside the fact that I do awareness on Alphaba. This is not, Alphaba, Oriona. This is not about that. I promise you this is not about that. This is about every parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, brother, everybody safeguarding children. Now, I am of the belief that if you can advise somebody or help somebody to safeguard a child, then it's our duty as adults to make people aware that your child, someone else's child, needs safeguarding. Because I think as a community, we too often stick our head in the sand, walk past, we think, the next person will do that, and they don't. And so if you, let me put it this way, if you came across something, an image, an innocent image, and you thought, I'm not sure about that, wouldn't you, or if someone, if let's say someone contacted you and said, your child, I've seen your child's picture somewhere, would you not want that person to safeguard your child? Would you not say thank you? Or would you think they're being a busybody? Because if somebody came to me and said, listen, I've seen a thing on a social with your, because I can only protect my stepdaughter. I can't protect my stepdaughter, their friends, from taking a picture of her and putting it up on their socials, because I don't know if their parents have got their settings private. So I can only do what I can do. But if then someone comes to me and says, listen, I've seen a picture of your child up on this page or that page, and I've let the social media people know, or I'm coming to you to make you aware of it, the gratitude I would feel that someone was safeguarding my kid, my stepchild, second to none. All they'd get from me is thanks, right? And I'm not asking you to thank me. You don't owe me anything. But as a community and as people, as human beings, we have a duty of care to protect and safeguard vulnerable people, including children, and that's all I'm trying to do. So please, respectfully, please lock your social media down, just so that it's like I said before, if you had a picture of your child, would you print that off and hand it out to random strangers on the street? Because essentially when your profile is public, that's what's happening. Anyone can come and lift a screenshot of that child. And I would hate, I wouldn't be able to, do you know what? I wasn't coming live tonight, but I wouldn't be able to sleep. And that is no lie. I would not be able to sleep if I haven't said something about you, everyone and anyone locking down profiles, especially with children in them. That's all I've said. Right? So if you have an issue with me safeguarding your child, thank you, doll, then I will take that and I will be fine with it. Because do you know what? I'll be able to sleep tonight knowing I've told you, I've advised you, and I can't do any more. How you take that information and how you process that information is not my responsibility. Okay? But I've done my job. I've done my job, which is safeguarding. Above and beyond everything else, safeguarding every time. And if that makes me creepy, Oriana, then I'll take whatever label, throw them my way, right? But I will never, ever apologise for safeguarding the vulnerable, ever. So if you want to twist that on me, that's fine. Absolutely fine. No, right. I had to take part responsibility for that. I got cross. Someone came in who was Nixie in the comments and said your child had your child's image had been lifted before, and stupidly, because I was so wound up, I probably added to that. I'm going to say right now in front of all these people, please don't report anything. The mother is here. She's listening. She's not doing anything. She's, from everything I can tell, yeah, there's no reason, because now she's here and she's heard what I've had to say. Job done. Job done. Okay? Forgive me, I get really passionate. My mouth runs away from me. It really does. I've been in so much trouble this last few days. I can't tell you. And I've had to take a step back. And I've constantly got WhatsApp messages telling me to breathe and be quiet and just, knock it down a peg or two. So please accept my apology for that. But yeah, there's no need to do anything. We've got the message across. That's it. We leave it there now. We leave it there. So please accept my apologies if I've caused you any grief. I will put up a post later to say that nobody needs to do anything. We come across so many people. Yeah, of course you can. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. Could someone please put her in the box for me? This is how stupid I am with flipping technology. I'm dreadful. I don't want to see any horrible comments though, please, because the mods will just switch them off. Okay? Hi, you lovely.
Hi. Sorry, I don't want to like crash what you're saying.
No, please, no, please. I owe you an apology. I get really.
No, I do understand, because, you know, anyone who had morals would say the same for any child. I totally get that, but I just wanted to make things very aware. I am a single mum, and I have been since she was born, and it is just us at home. So whenever I do communicate with anybody, she is in the background somewhere.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
You know,
Near you. Yeah.
she is here. You know, she's my child. I can't. No good parent would ever make their child get out of the house just for them to do something. God. You know, like to speak to somebody. Obviously, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I don't really know much.
I get it. I get it. They are near you for a reason.
I don't really know much, and obviously I do suffer myself, and I don't want to trigger anybody, so I do apologise, but I do have some mental health problems, and I do struggle when people do say things about my child, and I think any parent would, but I've been having multiple messages, a lot of abuse from quite a few people, saying that my child's going to be taken away, and that
what?
People are going to call her school because I was on live and she was in the background, and I did have a little bit of a panic attack, I can't lie, and I've come in here to speak to you. I can't
apologise enough. I can't. I will do my best to rectify that. I really will. It was just, if you don't have to reach out to me, but if you need any help with, I've just been learning about something you can put on children's phones and stuff to, block bad communications and stuff. If you need any advice or help, please reach out to one of us. We don't bite. I know we look like we do, but we don't. Just if you need any support. Yeah.
I do appreciate that. It's my daughter's only 8, so she's not actually allowed a phone until she hits high school, which is appropriate.
Yeah.
She has, the only social media connection she has is a few pictures of her on my Facebook. Like, millions of people across the world, they post pictures of their family, their dogs, their cats, their kids. It's just a thing. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I thought with the messages that I were getting sent, and I can screenshot these messages.
You would have seen me before being, yeah. No, I totally understand that.
Though they were messages saying that, people have been threatening tonight, that, they were going to call my daughter's school and say, oh, her child is unprotected because there's pictures of her own child on her Facebook page. And
school won't take that seriously.
Do you know what I mean? But I have been feeling rather on edge about that, because I am a mum, so my protective instincts do kick in, and I start to get angry because people are talking about my child when I'm not present, for one. And for two, I am a single mum. She's going to be in the background with anything I do. When I get a phone call from my dad, she's straight away, "Granddad," shouting in the background. Do you know what I mean? It's kids. Do you know what I mean? She's only 8 years old. I'm not going to, tell her to get out and get away or anything like that. She's my child, and she does come first, and she happened to be in the background. And I'm I wouldn't say uneducated, but I don't really know much about what people are saying. So,
do you know what it is? This is one of the worst apps, I'm not going to lie. It's one of the worst apps for being toxic. And it's also one of the worst apps for PDFs. Do you understand what I mean when I say that?
Yes, no, I understand.
I was shocked when I found out where they go and what they don't do with images now. Bearing in mind, I grew up in the 80s, there was none of this.
Yeah, of course.
My kids are adults, so I didn't have to experience any of this. And what they can do now with a picture is terrifying. Well, Orion has been through it recently. It's terrifying what they can do. Honestly, even if you just private your account, it makes such a difference. Mine is locked down. I've had pictures taken and all sorts and posts made about me, and it's horrible. So mine is like, you can't find me on social media. You wouldn't be able to find me. But just, your daughter is the most precious gift, and I would hate for anybody to mistreat an image of her. That's literally the bottom line.
So is this because obviously I was speaking to Alphabet.
Oh, I don't care.
Is that what is?
That's not what this is. No, I don't care about that. Do you know what? This is going to sound at cross purposes now. Oriona, I know an awful lot about, okay? But let's set that aside. This was never about Oriona this evening. Not once. This was not about that. This was about educating not just you, but loads of parents. So many parents aren't aware of, they think, well, it's Facebook. Who's going to find me? Who's going to want to look for me? You would be absolutely astonished. These people will spend from one end of the day to the next going through profiles and lifting pictures and trying to find you, and they will use stuff that I wasn't aware of. A picture in a back garden, a picture at your local Tesco. They will use anything. A picture of you stood at a bus stop. That's enough. They'll find you, and it's all about safety. It's nothing to do with Oriona, honestly. Nothing. It's all about safety. At the bottom of what everything we do, front and centre, is safeguarding related. Or even Oriona, okay? We've safeguarded Oriona before. So, and I hope I'm saying that right, I'm probably not, but we've done that. It's always about safeguarding. Do I get angry? Absolutely. Do I get wound up with it? Absolutely. Am I human? Absolutely. But one thing I will do always is safeguard. Always. It's at the heart of everything I do.
I do understand. It's just I was sent messages saying that I was particularly targeted. My name was spoken about numerous times, and my child was mentioned a lot of the times, and a lot of threats have been made that I've seen, which I was very anxious about, because I'm obviously I don't know what all this is about. I just saw it as though I was having a conversation about a cat most of the time. I was talking about a kitten most of the time, and Alphabet done a bit of singing, and then I came off. Do you know what I mean? I was very confused what this was all about, and obviously I do understand the whole.
You're more reassured now, and I will do as much damage control as I possibly can. But do you feel a bit more reassured that this isn't nobody's going for you? Nobody, not in my community. That's right. For sure.
Well, okay. I do. I'm listening to you. Do you know what I mean? And it is just me and you having a conversation.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the people in the comments haven't been very nice to me. And I understand people's frustration maybe with Oriona. I'm not obviously aware of everything about Oriona, but I know that a lot of people have opinions. I'm just not familiar with everything, and and they like to sort of come at me for that, because I had a chat today with Oriona, and and they're coming for my child as well, and it's just like, it's not very nice. Do you know what I mean?
I totally understand. See, the problem I have is, right, because it's awareness, the first thing I want to do is make you aware, but I also don't want to put you in a situation where I don't want Oriana to be without support. That's not what I want. I don't want Oriana homeless. That's not what I want. I want... Oh, it's too complex to get into, but I don't want to do that. However, if you want to reach out to anybody and ask why everybody's got such a bee in their bonnet, please feel free, and we will give you facts and evidence, not feelings.
Well, I have a community myself. I have my own Discord server, and for the past hour, I've had messages from my friends saying that they've seen things about me now on the FYP.
Yeah. What happened?
You know, and I don't want that. Do you know what I mean? That's not me. I'm not that person. I'm just a standard normal... I mean, I don't even do this. This is the first, third time I think that I've ever multi-guessed with anybody on TikTok. I'm not used to speaking to people because I'm a very close person to myself. I don't reach out to anyone, but I needed to speak to you because, you know, obviously I was mentioned, my child was mentioned, maybe not by you, but in the comments, you know, and I have had multiple messages about, you know, my child and stuff like that, and it has really made me on edge, and it's sort of made me pluck up the courage to come and speak to you about it. Do you know what I mean?
It's not easy to do. It really isn't. But
you know, I don't want anyone having an opinion of me before they even know what the situation is. Do you know what I mean? And I hope, I'm not trying to gain any clarity from any of this, but I do hope that people have listened to what I've said. And, you know, people don't have to accept it. I get it. But, you know, at the same time, I am just a mum with a child, and she is in the background. And unfortunately, people have, you know, not twisted things, but, you know, they've you know, gone a bit overboard with the whole situation. And, you know, I thought that threats were being made about my child having pictures of her on Facebook. Like,
please be careful. Just please be careful. She's an absolute credit to you. Just be careful. Yeah? And you will always get stick for speaking to Oriana. Always. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, Oriana has a rather large digital footprint. Yeah, and so it's going to follow Oriana for a few years to come. So anyone trying to support Oriana is going to get caught up in that, unfortunately. And that's it. Yeah. But if you want to reach out, feel free to reach out anytime.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate that. I think I think the best thing to do is to just pull away from everything, you know, just to, you know, get my thoughts and that together and try and sort this out now. Do you know, I've got to deal with this now. So I do
I'll help
appreciate
in any way I can. I'll help in any way I can.
It's, you know, one of those situations where you get yourself in a situation and it's turned out something you didn't think, and now, you know, everyone's sort of, you know, giving you the bad angle, and now you've got to try and get away from that because you didn't realise what the bad angle was. Do you know what I mean by that?
Listen, do you know what? In the last few days, I've had unaliving threats. I've had people trying to find where I live. I absolutely get it.
It's horrible.
It's insane, isn't it? It's absolutely insane.
I do apologise for you going through that. No one should.
No, it's nothing you've done. It's literally, that's what people are like on here. So protect yourself, protect your peace. Do whatever you need to do. Don't take advice from anyone. Do what you need to do. But I'm here if you need anything. And that's not to slag Oriana off. I'm not about that.
Yeah, no, I didn't come to speak to you for anything other than, you know, the messages I received, and obviously to get a bit more information about the situation, because I have been oblivious to it. I had no idea that none of this was going on. I've just sort of finished my dinner.
Yeah, so. What's on the telly? I know. I know. And then you get your inbox flooded.
No, that is it.
This? Oh my God, I know.
Yeah, I picked up my phone and I've had a lot of very nasty requests.
No.
Already.
You can change your settings, you know. You can change it so that anyone that isn't friends with you, if you put it on so that you can't accept requests, and that should filter all that out. If you need any help with that, me or any of the mods, we've practiced at that, filtering out the crap. So yeah, message one of us and we can stop that for you in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if I'm not taking up anyone's time.
No,
if they
not
can
at all.
just send me a quick DM to just say how I do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Just so I can stop this from happening, because I don't think anyone deserves to see anything like that. It's not nice at all, and I don't choose to be in this situation. I've kind of people are now coming for me. So
what I'll do is, someone just came in there called Spartan FYP. I'm just going to say to him now, and he'll let me know he's heard me. Spartan, can you message this lovely woman about changing the settings on her messages, because she's getting all the shit's coming through, you know, so we can change it so that she doesn't see any of this.
I've already had quite a few videos about me now posted on the FYP already.
This is what happens. I've had it all week, all last week.
Obviously, I'm oblivious to it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about any of that. So, you know, it's kind of new for me in a way. So it's just, I appreciate it.
To WhatsApp me. Send me a WhatsApp. Hang on, let me just see whether there is. Or for one of the mods, please message her and just give her a quick lesson on. There you go. Is that you, FYP recap? Hang on. We're old. We type slowly. It's just I want you to recognise them when they show up in your messages. FYP recap will message you and show you and tell you how to switch your settings.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I don't get message requests, so when it all came through, I mean, it's stupid. I should know at my age. I am only 25.
Bless your heart.
I don't know how to stop it. So I'm kind of facing it right now. You're old enough to be my mother. Do you know what I mean? In a good way. You look great.
I swear I've got a cardigan that age somewhere.
Oh
God, I feel ancient.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, the FYP recap, her profile's like in blue. She'll message you, she's lovely. She'll message you and she'll give you a hand with your settings. And if you need anything else, just message her.
Yeah, I do really appreciate the support, and I am sorry if anyone got like an opinion of me. I do apologise if I gave
Don't apologise for that. Don't apologise for that. You are who you are. Be proud of it. You've got an absolutely amazing daughter there. She is a credit to you. 100%. Absolute credit to you.
She saves my life every day.
They do, don't they?
You know, so obviously, you know, when I heard about all of this, it kind of made me have a bit of a breakdown. Yeah. So I had to come on and just to clear it up, if you like. You know.
Being a warrior mum, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, 100%.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Oh, 100%. And it's not been easy for me, because, you know, I do have my own, you know, problems going on, which is obviously, you know, it's nothing to do with anybody else. You know, it is just for me to deal with. But, you know, it does reflect on me a lot when people do these things. And obviously this is pretty much the first time it's happened to me. I don't know what this is all about, which is why I've come and speak to you, so I could get more of a clearer picture. And now I understand. And I really do appreciate your community for helping me out, just to,
you know, very welcome.
I do apologise for crashing your life.
Please don't apologise. Honestly, I would rather speak to people like this than shout at a screen, or do you know what I mean? Because I'm like you, I get passionate.
Yeah, no, 100%. and so you should. And I love what what you're doing. I was sitting and listening with what you were saying, and I do respect what you do. So, I'm glad that I could come in and obviously speak to you about the actual situation. You hear it from me.
Yeah. So she will have messaged you now, I reckon. So get those messages sorted so you don't have to look at them, because that's just noise you don't need to hear.
Yeah, I think, I'm just going to pull myself away. I think that's the best thing, because I don't need this. It goes from a conversation mostly about kittens to threats and abuse and and videos on the FYP about me now.
It's that crazy here.
Yeah,
it really is.
This is new for me, so I'm kind of just trying to get some advice on what to do. But I'm glad that I can get the advice from you, and I will take it in, and I will, follow the steps to make sure that I keep myself.
Anything we can do to help me, honestly.
I really do appreciate it. I will drop and let you go. But thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome, sweetie, honestly.
And clearing things up. I do appreciate it. And thank you to everybody else who was nice as well. Do appreciate you. Yeah.
It's just the
odd comments were being quite horrible, which is
well,
expected.
If we see who they are and they're in this community, they won't be for long. Trust me on that.
Of course, yeah, I understand that. I do appreciate the support, I do. And I hope you take care, my love.
And you. All right.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'll speak to you later. Thank you.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
And I think with that, I'm not going to put the comments back on. I'm just going to say, oh, okay, we're going to put the comments back on. That's fine. I'm not in charge here anyway. Bless her. Yeah. I think, do you know what? You don't have to shout at people. And I'm so bad for that. I'm so bad for that. I really need to work on me for that. It's a steep learning curve. Well, I tell you what, if there's any, if the mods have noticed any comments and you recognise the people who said them, please boot them. Please boot them. Because it's not okay. It's really not okay. What? Leona, which one? Which one? What was her at? You're kidding me. Oh, God. I need to, I'll go and message her. Oh, I'll go and message her. Don't tag me in anything regarding Ariana. I just don't care. I really don't. But hopefully we've made a difference in somebody's life today, which is brilliant. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, is changing people's perceptions. Okay, I see you. It's changing people's perceptions, it's educating people, and it's helping people. You know? Yeah. Right. This world is a crazy, crazy place. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything to EQ. She doesn't know because I don't know. But I will message her after. Thank you, FYP Recap. You're amazing. Thank you. So yeah, I'll pop across to EQ's now and see how she's doing. But yeah, thank you for sticking with. And feel good. Feel good. This is what we do, and this is why we do it. And this is why I won't stop doing it. Okay? So yeah, everybody take care, and I shall speak to you tomorrow. I might speak to you tomorrow. I was having a night off. Can you tell by my hair? This is my night off hair.